This is Shenanigan. Welcome back to the channel. This video is going to be about an underrated champion in MCOC. I'm actually going to make a series of videos to showcase each champ that is underrated according to me. This video is in no way trying to convince anyone to rank up these champs or to tell them that these champs are much better than any other champs of the same class who are considered quote unquote god tier or beyond god tier like that. But these champs, I believe, have not been given the kind of recognition that they deserve. So, what we're going to start first of all is Killmonger today. Those who are a fan of Killmonger will, definitely not appreciate having someone make a video about this champ being underrated. But it's a fact that not everybody is a fan of Killmonger, and there could be reasons. And I'm here to tell you why he's actually one of the best champs, if not the best of the same class. So as you can see, I have my Killmonger at rank 3 at 6 star, and before I had him at rank 3 6 star, I have had him at rank 5 5 star SIG 200. This is about the time when Medusa used to be the go-to Lance War boss, and Killmonger was one of the best counters for Medusa. So let's just quickly go over some of the abilities that this champ has, and he's actually currently in Alliance War as a defense as a 6 star. So we're going to use the 5 star one for some showcasing. So the best, or rather, one of the main things that Killmonger has is his ability to have a true strike buff on him. This is one of the easiest true strike buff in the whole game, and easiest to refresh as well. It's and also the longest, by the way. I think this buff is for 14 seconds, no, 16 seconds. Now I know that nowadays the slow debuff is actually more helpful than true strike, but there are times when you can't use slow on defenders, and that's where true strike comes into picture. One of the main uh, champs I can think about using true strike is against Spider Gwen, because if you're using a true strike and you don't have a skill champ, then Spider Gwen is going to go ahead and remove your true strike buff. That doesn't happen with Killmonger. So that is one of the biggest abilities he has. How it works is when a champion is recovering from a special attack, you hit the champion right after, and you gain a true strike buff. Now it doesn't work with every champ. Some champions recover from special attack too fast, and sometimes there's a lot of space between you and the defender for you to attack right after a special. For example, Captain Marvel, the old Captain Marvel, her special one, she recovers too fast, and getting a true strike is a little difficult. And Green Goblin and Iron Man Infinity War, these are the champions where true strike ability is not something you can get easily. But we're going to come to how we can do that with those champs as well when we talk synergies. The second biggest thing that he has is his special attack 2. Now, that's not the damage of special attack 2, but the ability that he gains, and that is the indestructible charges. These charges are not the same as you would get on Captain Marvel movie or Luke Cage, because you will still take damages from debuffs if you do have these charges, but you can take blocked hits, parries, and in fact you can tank SP3s with these indestructible charges. And this is one of the biggest thing that I love about Killmonger right after the true strike buff, the ability to take a lot of hits. Now Killmonger does have the ability to bleed the champion on critical hits. The drawback here is that this bleed is, it does not stack up. It always refreshes. So if it did stack up, that'll be great, but it does not. However, once you are able to apply 15 bleeds, 15 refreshed bleeds on the defender, you would see that there's a counter on the top of the defender, which will say 15, and it goes up to 50. It actually does go above 50 as well, but with the Special Act 3, you can convert 50 of those counters into bleeds, and that's where a lot of the damage comes from. What you're gonna do when you're fighting again, against anyone using Killmonger, you got to stack up that counter and hit a massive SP3. The bleed damage is a lot. With Special Attack 1, you get counterpart charges. This is something, it's kind of like a passive unstoppable on you, which gets activated only when the opponent hits into a block. So this is useful against the characters, the defenders who recover too fast from special attacks. For example, Captain Marvel, the old Captain Marvel, when she does do a special attack one, she you can't get true strike. But with this counterpunch charge, you can just block that special and attack right after. Another example comes to mind is Ultron, both Labyrinth Ultron and the other one. If you are too far apart from Ultron in order to bait the special, you will not be able to attack him before he recovers. So I have tried this on the Act 5.4.6 Labyrinth Ultron. What I used to do there is I would just block his special while standing near him and attack right after to gain the true strike. And finally, the awakened ability, which a lot of people consider as only good for defense. I believe that this ability is great for offense as well. Although only for a short amount of time, I think 8 seconds. If Killmonger does have his Vibranium armor active and you are able to gain True Strike along with that, you get a lot of attack. Uh, this attack is only for a short time, so what I try to do is to get this activated right before throwing an SP2 or right before throwing an SP3 with those 50 bleeds or so. So that increased attack, gives you a lot of damage. One of the things that is good about Killmonger is that he is not reliant on any synergy. However, there are some synergies which do help. For example, the first synergy that does help is with Winter Soldier. With Winter Soldier, you can get that True Strike buff even when you intercept a defender. So this is where champs who recover too fast from special attacks or who you can't really go ahead and attack right after, you can use the intercept. And it also actually buffs Winter Soldier a lot, makes him kind of like SIC 200 Star Lord. Though this is definitely not a synergy which is absolutely necessary. The second synergy, which makes Killmonger excellent, is this synergy with Void. And this actually makes Void much better as well. Yeah. Now, according to the synergy, every time Killmonger gains a debuff, he has a 35% chance to shrug it off and gain 4% health. Now, it doesn't come into use against matches which apply and stack up debuffs of same or different kinds. If the debuffs are stacking up, every time you get a debuff, there's only a 30% chance you will shrug it off. But if there's a match where the debuffs are of the same kind that get applied but do not get stacked up, that is where this ability is excellent. And the only example that does come to my mind is the Icarus node. Of course, you can use Captain Marvel movie over there, keep doing a parry heavy after you're in the binary mode, but you don't have to do that against Killmonger. You just keep hitting every third time you get that degen debuff. It will be purified, you will get 4% health, and the damage with special will be enormous. So that's where he does shine a lot. And finally, there is a synergy with Sabretooth. If you are a fan of Sabretooth and you use him a lot, I bet you would be using this synergy more often than not. If not from Killmonger, but with one of the Black Panthers, and that is inflicting a debuff reduces the opponent's ability accuracy by 100%, and this is again for Sabretooth, not for Killmonger, which helps you counter the masochism node. So this is what most of the issue with Killmonger or his abilities are not issue actually his abilities, but the issue here, the biggest problem with Killmonger is like as you might have heard, Angela is getting buff, and that's a value buff. He can do with a value buff as well. He does have a lot of utility and some damage, but most of his specials, other than the SP3, when you have those, probably 50 counters, uh, and the opponent can bleed, of course, they don't do a lot of damage. And that's where he lacks. He needs some value update to get that kind of damage. Um, Up until the last month, I believe, when we had, or I think it was December, when we had the Cavalier difficulty monthly event, Killmonger was actually really good in the Cavalier difficulty because the global node at that time for skill champs was that the bleed debuff has to expire for a skill champ to gain a fury. With Killmonger, the bleed debuff does not expire. Every time you hit a critical, 80% chance the bleed debuff will refresh. So that was one of the issues, but now in the Cavalier difficulty, you guys must have seen Zetan's video as well. This new node where he gains 2 strike and counters evade for Deventers, and he gains a lot of fury. So that's where he actually shines a lot. I always have Killmonger in my Alliance War attack team, but that is mostly because I use Void as my main attacker in the war, and that is also because mostly of the stubborn node. So that's what Killmonger is about. So let's just see if we can find somewhere in Act 7. I believe there were a couple of nodes. For skill champions, and see if we can see what he does. That's not a bad note for him. Okay, not a bad note either, but I'm looking for something specifically for skill champs. I think it was in 7.3. Yeah, I think it was in 7.3. Let's have a look. So by the way, while I'm looking into what chapter we can go to test Killmonger, if you do like the video, please click on the like button so it gets promoted to more people. And please consider subscribing. I only have less than 300 subscribers, and I'm looking to expand my channel, get more value content to people. So I would really appreciate if you could subscribe to the channel as well. This does sound like a good node, but I'm trying to find something specifically for skill. Okay, not here. Let's look at 7.4. Okay, there's got to be something here. Okay, that's a mistake. I don't think skill is here. No. Okay, there it is. Whenever a skill attacker is blocked, they have a 50% chance to passively stun the defender for 2 seconds. The stun chance is increased by 10%. We have stun vulnerability and aspect of war. Block proficiency reduces. Okay. Alright, so I don't remember how exactly I did play this path, but I am going to take Killmonger on this path and see what we can do. Now, I can't use my R3 Killmonger, so I'm going to use the R5 one. The only. I don't think we need Void in this, do we? No, I don't think we need Void in this. So, just to save some potions, I'm going to add Heimdall with Thor. I know, maybe Angela for some more damage. And you know, maybe we can add Winter Soldier, though it's not necessary, but we'll try to gain that true strike. Okay, let's see. Okay, so just oh, I'm sorry, you went wrong. Start over. So just a disclaimer again, like in the last video, this is a new phone, still getting used to playing on this phone. Don't mind the gameplay. Okay, this is B. Okay, let's quickly read the note one more time. So if I used a 6-star, it would have been more beneficial because of the attack, the adrenaline, and the hold the line node. So my block proficiency is going to decrease, and the defender is going to get unblockable. The defender is going to be unstoppable and stun immune after activating a special. And if I intercept, that unstoppable will remove stun vulnerability, and whenever the skill attacker is blocked, they have a 50% chance to stun the defender for 2 seconds, and the stun chance increased by 10% for every 5 hits. Okay. Alright, let's give it a try. Okay, so first I'm going to get my buffs. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. Okay, again, I wasn't expecting that. Okay, that was really bad. I'm sorry. I'm gonna start over. Okay, so what I tried here was try to intercept. But I don't think I'm gonna do that anymore. Okay, so I'm not gonna try to intercept again. Okay. So I'm gonna hit an SP3 here, gain that indestructible, and this tank is... oh, he became unblockable. Okay, we're gonna be able to tank this SP3 right away, but from now onwards we'll not be able to block him anymore. There we go. Okay, I did not expect that. Why did I... okay, I bled. Okay, that unblockable did get me, but I think this should get Captain America. And I believe if I probably did get Void, I would have been able to shrug that bleed off. Anyways, one of the other reasons why I'm doing this right now is because I do have a lot of love potions, and I'm not going to be able to use them. So I'll just use them right here. So that was 100 hits for a champ which was close to 300,000 attack. Again, we were not able to get a lot of damage because we can't punish a special attack on this node. Now I think the thing about Iron Fist is that he will armor break us, and that will remove our indestructible. Come on. Okay, yeah, I was not expecting that. Can we... okay, we can get indestructible and let him hit the special 3. It's just that after the special 3 is gonna go unstoppable again, and we don't have a lot of distance. Let me try to gain some health. Is he gonna allow me? Yeah. Okay. So far, so good. So again, we can't use this awaken ability because we cannot punish right after the special. Okay, that wasn't a bad fight, that was a good fight. 95 hits this time. They'll get 11 times. But one of them was SP3, so this fight could be a little difficult, I assume, because you occasionally have difficulty dodging Hulk's SP1. So let's do this. Let's just try to gain the health right off the bat. So my initial instinct is to just go right after Hulk after his SP2. I think that's one of the reasons why this node is a little difficult. I'm gonna have to stop parry. Alright, so again, we can tank SP3s, but there's not going to be a lot of distance. Oh, we also get stunned. Okay, let's see if we can sustain this. Ah! Oh, I almost had him. Guys, shenanigan again. I'm really sorry. I don't know what happened with the video. I actually cleared the whole path and then I went to Cavalier difficulty and cleared that path as well. But the video didn't get recorded. It just stopped after 26 minutes. So just, because the video did stop, I am going to just reinitiate a path in this Cavalier difficulty and just go through with a few jams. I'm really sorry. I don't know how. I didn't get any phone calls or something, but after 26 minutes and a few seconds, the video stopped recording right away. So I've done this path. I'm just gonna do it again, and this time I'm probably gonna be able to do it better. I know I'm using a Samsung S21 Ultra. I'm not sure if there's a limit on how much video you can record. So they're just not, but there it is. I just wanted to make sure that I take a parry before I hit the special, so I have the molecular armor available. So as you can see, as long as this particular node is concerned, there is a lot of damage that Killmonger can take. And what I'm going to do after this is I'm just going to do this one fight. I did the whole path before, it didn't get recorded. After this fight, I'm going to take it to the Act 6 Icarus node. I'm not actually sure where else that node is, other than that. Chap, why did you not evade? There you go. And we did have... Why is he not waiting? Come on, dude. Come on, hit your special. There you go. So I parry to enable the armor, so I have a higher attack. Now if I want, I can push him through SP. Why? It didn't evade. Alright, now you gotta hit me with your SP1 so I can just finish the path. What the hell happened there? Okay, anyways, this was just to showcase his ability on this Cavalier monthly node. I'm just gonna go to the Axis 6 Icarus path once, and that would be it for this video. Just want to make sure it is still recording, and it looks like it is. Okay, I don't remember where exactly the Icarus node was, but I do know it was Omega Red. So this has to be it. This is it. So, is there anything else I need to be concerned about? Oh, I did not bring Void, so that's what we got to do. Why did it go back to book 2? That would have been a disaster. Any other nodes I need to be concerned about other than Icarus? No. So we're just going to do the first 2 or maybe 3 fights. I just need to be concerned about Captain Marvel movie because she does armor break on parry, so that should not actually remove her Icarus though. The ability to shrug up debuffs. So what is happening now is not only are we able to shrug off the degens that we're getting because of Void, each time you get a debuff, you also gain 5% of the missing power, so you're gaining specials very fast as well. I'm not sure if there's a Icarus path in endgame. So when I was doing this path, at that time I did have both the Killmongers, but my 6-star Killmonger was still at rank 1, unawakened. So I did take both of them, and I don't remember how I got the boss. Right now I don't remember it, but it was really easy with Killmonger. Okay, she needs to throw her special. I don't think I'm gonna do any special in this fight. I'm not able to evade. I don't know what's going on. So just so you understand what's going here is every third degen I'm gaining, I'm just shrugging it off and getting 4% more health. So I think that would be about it. I mean, again, as I said before, it's just a showcase on how good Killmonger is, and if you have Killmonger and you're not yet ranking him up or waiting for that Nick Fury or Aegon probably, you want to be throne breaker, or you want, a skill champ at a higher rank, then this is something that you can consider. And I'm going to make more videos of more of the champs which I believe are considered not considered very good, which are underrated, to showcase their abilities, possibly discuss how they can be useful. But that would be it for this video. Thank you for watching all through the end. And again, please like the video if you do like it, and consider subscribing. Help me expand the channel. Thank you for your time, and you have an excellent day. Goodbye.